Guys so much for doing this. I'm so excited.
Of course.
So thank you.
No problem. Of course.
So how are you guys doing today?
Same old for the past, forever.
Yeah.
Every day
Every day
seems more similar.
It does. Every time it's nighttime, I'm like, the day's over again. Everything's blending together.
My sleeping schedule, today I fell asleep at 5 a.m. and I woke up at 2. So.
Oh, no.
See, that's my schedule on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but Monday, Wednesday, and Friday I have class. So I have to wake up at 7 a.m. and it's not fun. Well, I'm Taya. I'm 19. I live in Florida near the Orlando area. Wait, what are we supposed to talk about? Ourselves?
Yeah, and a fun fact about you.
Fun fact.
Yes.
Oh. Wow, I feel like I'm in a job interview. My whole kind of thing is that I play guitar, so I don't know what else is fun. I can binge watch an entire season in less time that it should actually take
Okay.
to watch it.
I'm for that.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Fun fact. Yeah, this is a fun fact. Well, it's kind of a depressing fact, but when I don't work and I have nothing to do, or if I'm sad, I just buy stuff with money I don't have, and it bites me in the butt after. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, I'm Edith. I'm 19. I live in Atlanta, Georgia, and a fun fact about me is I can hold my breath for 3 minutes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay. I believe you. You do that when you scream.
I believe her too. Okay. Okay. I'm Ada. I'm 21. I live in New Jersey. I'm not that interesting. All I really do is play drums, play RuneScape, or Minecraft at this point in time because this is all I can really do now.
Bro, me too.
Take pictures with my camera. That's it. The end.
Your entire being is just wrapped into those 3 facts.
Honestly, yeah. I can't even complain
Okay.
because I'm okay with it.
We have a question that was asked at our freshman orientation that we ask everyone. If you could be any utensil in the kitchen, what would you be and why?
Spatula.
Okay,
I
wait,
don't know
so
why it's a
utensil,
spatula so
or
quick,
do you
but
mean
spatula.
Anything in the kitchen. As long as it's in the kitchen,
Ooh.
it's acceptable.
You know what? I think I would be a slotted spoon because
Ooh.
it holds up all the stuff that you want and gets rid of the stuff that you don't want. I don't know how that applies to me, but it popped in my head and it sounded cool. So
Wait, can I
would
change my
be-
answer?
Yeah.
Go ahead. No, I'll go after you.
Actually, I don't know anymore, so you go.
I was gonna say instead of a spatula, I think I'd want to be a cheese grater.
I would literally be a whisk.
Okay.
Because I'm kind of... You're laughing because it's accurate. That's why you're laughing. I don't know why. I would be a whisk. I don't know.
I feel like there's something better that would describe you.
A whisk is everything. What do you mean? You can tell me what I'd be. Tell me what I'd be.
I feel like Actually, I don't know. I don't know anymore.
I would be a whisk or a blender. I'm not sure which one.
A blender. I feel like you would be a blender.
Oh wait, yeah, that's actually a really good answer. Grated cheese is just really nice, and I think that's why that's my answer. Honestly,
I love this. Okay.
it'd be very convenient.
Definitely a blender. I'm very all over the place.
Yeah, I think that makes perfect sense.
A blender without the top on?
You know what? You should make that your biography
What?
for everything. Blender without the top on.
Literally.
That sounds like she's
Just goes
shirtless.
flying.
Because
No,
it
it doesn't.
matches your chaos.
I'm
I
very
feel like-
chaotic, that's true.
That is very true.
Yes. A blender without the top on. On with stuff in it. The stuff just goes everywhere.
So we're gonna jump to my next question. What music are you guys currently listening to?
Currently, I'm listening to Belmont's new EP, called Reflections, which is really good. It just came out.
Dude, I've been listening to our stuff.
Really?
Really?
Yes, like on repeat.
And I know
But
why,
it's
but
the
like
same song.
after we release, I'm just kind of like, I never listened to it.
Yeah, see, I'm
And
listening
I'm just kind
to
of
like
I'm
Unreleased.
kind of like, well, this is not my business anymore. It's for other people now.
This is not my business anymore. For me, I've only just been listening to Belmont's EP, and Harry Styles' latest album.
Oh, amazing.
Quarantine tunes.
Love it.
Yeah.
How'd you
We're
guys
all a blender
meet?
with no top on.
Ada, you want to take that one this time?
Well, we all met from YouTube. But if you want the long story, Adam gives the long story.
Yeah. All right, everyone, settle down, children.
Buckle up.
Buckle up.
Ew.
Not Edith, I'm so sorry. Taya was 14. I was 16, I believe. And I was doing YouTube covers a lot when I was around 16. And Taya saw one of my covers of specifically Holding On To You by 21 Pilots and contacted me. I don't know why I started talking to a 14-year-old, but I did. And no offense to you, Taya, but, you know, hierarchies in, like, high school. I don't know why I did that. But
Literally, right? What the heck?
No, but Taya was obviously really cool. We became best friends super quickly, and then we decided to start a band immediately, not knowing what it meant, but just knowing that we wanted to do music together. And so we started the band. We introduced a bassist at the time, who was this girl, Rose, whom we knew also through YouTube, who lives in Pennsylvania. So we're all in, like, different states, and we do everything online, but we make it work. And then time goes on, we do auditions, and that's how we meet Edith. We didn't choose her at the time, but more time goes on when we started losing members, and Taya and I become a two-piece. We introduced Edith. This was January of 2018, right? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, actually, it was it 2018?
2017.
I was 17.
2017.
2017.
Okay, good. 2017. And then that's just been our, like, lineup since then. And that's the band. I don't know how else to explain it. That's the whole story.
I love how you guys are like across states, and like I think that's a kind of what music does. Like it's this connectivity thing, and like you guys are all in different places and same time zone, right? Yeah, same time zone.
Yeah,
which helps a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thankfully.
So it's great that like you guys are able to come together in that sense and kind of make great music together in a way that honestly I think it's like a reflection of the digital age. So that's so cool.
Yeah, it is.
Exactly.
We are a product of that.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me a little bit about your writing process?
Edith, you want to take it or you want me to?
You can add on. I always forget stuff. Well, basically, Taya would write a guitar part. She'd record it, send it in the group chat, and then I'll listen to it, and she'll see if we like it, and if we do, I'll write a melody over it, and then we just send back and forth. That's basically how it goes.
Yeah, because like usually I think verses pop into my head first, which is kind of backwards because for a lot of people they write the chorus first, because it's easier to build the song out around that. But like a verse will pop into my head, and if they like it, then I'll like try to write the rest of the song. But there's no point in writing a full song if they don't like the like basis of it. Yeah, that's pretty much how it works. And then like as far as demos and stuff go, I'll record like the drums and like record the guitar and then program the drums, and Edith will like send over her melodies and I'll put it all together, and then like as far as recording goes, we used to self-record, not anymore. It's not
yeah, I feel like every band goes through that, though. Every band records at least one EP by themselves, and then they're like, okay, time to let this go.
Gotta zip. Yeah, so we have a producer out in Chicago, so we all fly out to Chicago for like a week at a time and record whatever songs we have. And that's like pretty much the only time we actually record anything together because we're in different states.
What your favorite part of a song you've written is. It could be a lyric, a guitar riff, a drum sequence, melody, anything.
Huh. Okay, so I have two. So my first one is a lyric I wrote for Sane. I learned that emotion is a sign of doing well. That one's my favorite lyric. And then for melody wise, I like the little chant in Tyranny. You think you're all of that because you're bigger than me. It means it can mean whatever you want it to mean. It's a lot that can mean to someone.
I don't know about favorite lyric. My brain is kind of empty right now. Like, I can't even think of our lyrics. Guitar part wise, the like intro riff in Tyranny. Another favorite guitar part is one that's unreleased. It's this like breakdown that I wrote, and we played it live a couple times. And our touring bassist was talking about how it reminds her of like a horse galloping, and now I can't unhear it. But yeah, that one's a really good one. It's super fun. Ada, what's your favorite like drum part?
I was honestly gonna mention the horse gallop in the song, but honestly, every single time we play the breakdown or slash bridge Insane, I love it because I love the kick.
Oh yeah.
That was a good one
for sure. That's my one.
Ew, don't do that again.
I've been talking like very like Jersey, like a little bit. I've just been like.
Well, that should be the end of it.
It's my culture. Calm down.
You said I'd always said she was like word. I'm like, oh my god.
Okay.
Funny.
You're from New York.
Dead ass.
Can you describe your sound for me in 3 words? You can each do 3 words, or you can do a collective 3 words. So like you would each do one, whichever one you want to do.
Ooh, do you want to each do a word? That'd be kind of cool.
Okay, yeah.
That would be cool.
I want to go first. Okay. Bouncy.
Badass.
Don't be so narcissistic.
True, it is though, because when I listen to it, that's what I think of.
Energetic.
Yeah, good choice.
We very are. Yeah.
So my next question for you is, what is your opinion of streaming services like Spotify?
They are a great way to connect users to new music, but also on the artist side of things, they could be paying their artists a lot more.
Way more. Yeah.
Because like it definitely has its pros and its cons. But as a user, it's great because like Spotify is pretty much the only streaming service that really like curates stuff for you.
Yeah.
And like the playlists on Spotify are unmatched to any other streaming service. But as an artist, you know, like I don't know.
Yeah, well,
I don't want to down talk Spotify.
Yeah.
But they could be doing a lot more.
Yeah, a lot of streaming services, you know, could be playing their artists a lot more, but it's great for the audience.
Yeah.
So this leads to my next question. If you could change one thing about the music industry, what would it be and why?
I would just replace all the people that just want money out with the people that actually care about music. Because
I get that.
In the music business, not a lot of people that are in a position to help an artist really want to help the artist. They just want to get money from the artist.
But it also, I don't know that I would, because it makes us appreciate genuine people so much more.
But an artist would be way better off.
Oh, definitely.
Like, everything you hear about like Kesha, and even if you heard the thing about JoJo, what happened to JoJo, like that's terrible.
Yeah.
And that whole like Taylor Swift stuff with her masters. And I also think I would change like the whole dynamic of it, like gender roles and race and all this stuff, because like I know a lot of people have, you know, like sent us a message to be like, hey, like thank you so much for doing you, because I'm a black woman who doesn't feel safe going to to shows in the scene, because a lot of people are mean out there, and I definitely wish that, because music is something that applies to everyone, and I wish that everyone would feel as like accepted in the environments. So that's a big thing that I'd want to change.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it is inclusive, but it really depends what shows you're going to and what bands you're talking to. I wish it was more like that, but I also wish there were more genuine people genuine people on the management side of things that actually care about the artists that they want to manage, or, you know, they just, that whole idea, like, I wish people cared a lot more about the beauty of, like, music and just the whole
it's really hard to
side
find
of things.
That's why I love doing these interviews, because I get to talk to artists who are kind of like changing the game in a sense, and like I like to say, like, being the voice of our generation, because like this is the music that's gonna be lasting and kind of impacting in so many different ways, and it's kind of just refreshing at the same time to like see so many different people's inputs and ideas and perceptions of what's happening, and like spanning age groups, and it's crazy. This kind of relates to my next question. Our PR director Grace came up with it. The question is, what is your opinion of releasing an artist's unreleased music after they've passed away? Should it be released or should it not?
I was just talking about this yesterday.
I personally don't think it should be released. I know about, like, my mom always talks about this. She always gets angry when they play some of Prince's music, like, on, like, commercials. It's just, like, I don't know what they would have wanted their music to be played on, or if they wanted their music to be released or whatever. Unless there's, like, a like, say in what they wanted. Or, like, a family member that steps up and guides what they would want. Like, if a family member would think they wanted their music released, and release the music.
But a lot of the times, it seems like the label is who's behind the release of new music, and that feels just dirty, because they're trying to, you know, make as much profit off of their artists as possible, especially if they, like, passed away in their prime. It's like, it's something that doesn't feel right about it. But it also surprises me, like, for us, we don't write that much. Like, pretty much what we write gets put out. We scrap, like, a song here and there. But I saw yesterday that, like, I think it's Juice WRLD. He had, like, 2,000 unreleased songs. I'm like, how do you have that many songs just in a vault somewhere? But it's also kind of scary, because if his label is going to be the one that's, like, controlling what gets put out, they can control him for the rest of his
they can make
span that he would have lived. I don't know, it's kind of tricky.
It is.
So we asked this question because we want to start a conversation about it. We know it's something that's been happening more prominently in the industry, and we've been seeing it through, like, releases like Mac Miller Circles, and we've also been seeing it through, like, Little Peep songs that were released. And this question actually came about because Grace listened to Little Peep songs and was like, this sounds like an unfinished bedroom demo, and it turns out they were just, like, voice recordings from his phone. So it's kind of interesting to see, like, how this should be enacted. So we want to try to bring up this to maybe talk about, like, artist wills, or, like, put it in a contract or something, like, this is what should happen.
Yeah, exactly.
That's, like, actually a really good, like, I've never even considered that. Because, like, obviously they're not going to know what's happening with their music after they pass away. Because, like, obviously if you keep releasing music, not everything was the finished product, so you don't know if the artist would have even liked what they're putting out. And it's not really them, it's whoever's, you know, creating it after they're already gone.
Exactly.
So that question is something that, like, kind of means a lot to our staff, because we are just on the observing side. Like, we don't make music, we just curate and kind of listen to it. So, like, we always know and understand, like, as a fan, you always want to hear more music. But at the end of the day, would the artists have been happy? And is that what, It's like a catch-22.
And you never will know, you know?
So my next question for you is, if you could collaborate with anybody, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Haley Williams.
Yep.
Period.
Love it.
I would also say Chester Bennington just because I love Linkin Park, but Haley Williams is my main answer. That's more just because of like the
Dead
influence.
or alive? I have no idea. This is a hard question.
It's a heavy question.
Because, like, I get it for you because, like, you would have to consider who you would want to, like, work with, like, vocally.
Yeah.
Like, who would fit your voice. But also, you have such, like, diverse influences that you have, like, an endless amount of people to choose from.
I have zero idea. There's so many people to choose from.
But it's like, for me, I chose Haley Williams because, one, she's my role model, but also I would love to be able to see her writing process, like, firsthand, and, like, just how she comes up with her, you know, everything. I wish that artists would show that side of their creative process a lot more, because that is super intriguing to me. Like, I want to know what you go through to create your art. And she's like a person I would love to understand that side of her.
What musicians inspire you to be a better musician?
There's a singer-songwriter named John Bellion. He is so talented. He plays literally every instrument possible. He writes all his music. He plays every single instrument on his record. Probably him. He's great.
That's a very good answer. I think for me, I might go with Mike Shinoda again, Linkin Park, but same deal where he kind of writes everything and he produces everything, and like he does his own stuff, and he does Linkin Park, and he used to do also a rap like side thing, and just the whole thing that he does everything himself, and he's so creative with the things that he comes up with. It's crazy.
For me, I don't think I could pinpoint any like specific artists because I have a lot of influences and musicians and bands I look up to, and they all kind of play a role in that. I don't think there's any one artist I'm like, dang, like I really want to follow in your footsteps. It's a lot of people.
Yeah. For me, like John, if he's an amazing singer, and he does everything himself, that's just crazy.
Is he independent?
I don't know. He's so good, and his voice is just like, I'm like, what the heck is going on? There's some videos on YouTube of him making his music, and it's really interesting to see him do all that.
I was just about to say, I've seen some of those videos before, and it's almost mind-blowing.
It is, yeah.
You know what I'm like super, I guess, curious about? Like how indie music is made, because I pretty much know nothing about it, and the finished product is like so cool, and they put so many synths and stuff in there, and I'm like, how did you come up with that? And also from like working, I mean, because before we record and produce everything, but from working with a producer, it always makes me wonder how much of the finished product is the artist versus their producer. Because you don't know just listening to it, so it's really cool I would love to be able to see that, you know?
I know this one alternative indie band called Last Dinosaurs, who basically their last album, which was like the most successful one, they just used the demos because the demo sounded so good. So it was
really?
Yeah, it's great.
Cool part about us, because like we write literally everything ourselves, but it's the little details that really elevate the song.
Yeah,
like we just got a mix back, and the things that Roy added to the song are so cool. Like he adds these like, I can't even describe them because they're effects, but like just stuff like dang, I can't even describe it. It's really cool. But it's stuff that I wouldn't have thought about myself. And even though they're not like a huge part of the song, and like if you took them away, the song would still be itself. It's really cool to hear, and it's nice to have that outside influence, but still keep the core of like what the song actually is. It's a lot that goes into like just everything that makes a band, and we don't get to see even like it's kind of like an iceberg, you know. We don't get to see everything that's underneath it, and I would love to, because it would I guess it would kind of validate me in a sense, because obviously like whatever we're doing is working, I guess, but it would be cool to see how everyone else does it and be like, oh, like this would be a much easier way to do this, or I don't know. It's cool to think about. Yeah.
I know we were about dead at the end of the writing process for Bigger Than Me. We had 3 songs, and then we were like, I don't know. Sane wasn't originally going to be a part of the EP, but then we loved it so much, and also we were dead.
Because we had another song that we were gonna put on the EP, but we had to record in like 2 weeks. We're like, dude, like we cannot.
And also Sane
throw lyrics on here. Yeah. So we revived it from the dead.
Everything.
Yeah.
Was there a story behind the process for the EP? I mean, like I know, like when I listen to albums or EPs in full, like sometimes it's the connectivity of the songs and how they lead into each other. Was there like a process for like what you like your intent for it? That makes sense.
Honestly, not really. We kind of, because like I love listening to like EPs or albums that, you know, like you said, like have a message throughout the whole thing. But I also didn't want to restrict us in trying to follow this general idea throughout the whole thing. So we kind of just wrote what felt right.
Yeah, and I guess we kind of did end up having a theme, because Tyranny is about like shutting down societal stereotypes and like going for your dreams, you know, whatever. And then we ended up calling it Bigger Than Me because I guess it kind of is a thing, a little bit. But
yeah,
not throughout the whole EP, yeah.
But technically it could, because it doesn't just have to be about other people. It could be about like our inner demons, or like, you know, past relationships or stuff. Like it can kind of apply to anything that you want it to, which is also a cool thing, because we don't want to write something that's just black and white and like our meaning of this is the only meaning. We want it to apply to other people and like whatever they're going through at the time.
Yeah, so, like that saying that I was talking about, you think you're all that because you're bigger than me. It can be whatever you want it to mean.
Yeah.
I love that. When I listened to the EP, I think, at least from my perspective, it kind of seemed like this journey of like self-identification in a world where everything's so up in the air all the time, and like putting yourself in place. So I think it's a great way to like think of, as you said, like it's bigger than me, but at the same time, like it's kind of like you're making a difference just by putting it out there. So.
Yeah.
Okay, what is your favorite album in your personal collection? And by personal collection, I mean like you physically own it.
Ooh. I'm gonna go first. My favorite album, and I have it on vinyl, is Peripheral Vision by Turnover. I don't know what it is about that album, but I love it front to back. It like, I don't want to sound cheesy, but I feel like it speaks to my soul in a sense, because like no other album makes me feel that way, and it's like really cool. And that's like literally the only physical copy of music that I own.
I own 2. I really love Lungs by Florence and the Machine, and I love White Noise by Paris. That's like that's like probably my favorite album ever.
Yeah,
it's so good, and especially like that was my first show. It was a Paris show in like 2014, 2015, and like I saw that. Huh?
Was it the one with Issues?
Yeah, it was Issues, Paris. I can't even remember who else was there, but it was so good.
Bring Me the Horizon was there too, right?
No, not that one. Not that one.
Oh, okay. My mistake.
This is a pop-up show that issues in Atlanta because you know how they're from Atlanta. Yeah, so it was a pop-up show at the Masquerade. It was Issues, Paris, Bad Seed Rising, and two other locals actually.
Nice.
For me, I have a CD and vinyl collection. This is a little hard, but I think Brand New Eyes by Paramore might take it for me. Either that or Hybrid Theory by Linkin Park. I have them both on vinyl. If I go back even farther, I can say The Wall by Pink Floyd, because that's also one of my favorite albums of all time. And I'll leave it at that.
Amazing.
Because I could keep going, but I think that's good enough.
Okay, you guys are traveling together. Now you're going on like a road trip together. Pick 3 songs that must go in your playlist.
Something that's really ratchet and trappy, for sure.
By Meg Thee Stallion.
Yes. Or even Bad Baby. Bad Baby.
Oh, Bad
is
Baby.
A big one.
All the babies.
I'll say
The Baby.
Either Bet on It from High School Musical 2 or Can I Have This Dance from High School Musical 3, because I love that song. That's more of a personal
that
choice.
In there.
It's a personal choice. I want to be happy. Let me be happy with that song.
I love that.
Bet on It's like the best song in Disney history, and that's period.
Definitely.
In that scene too, it's just iconic. Everything about it.
Oh my god. Went to Chicago for the first time. We were at this like park thing, and I tried to act that entire song because there were like a lot of like grassy holes and stuff.
Even the choreography, like it's just a masterpiece.
It's
Right.
Iconic.
We listen to a lot of like trap like when we're in the van. Because, like, we listen to, like, pop punk and rock and alternative all the time by ourselves. So, like, we like to have fun.
Yeah.
Me too. Oh, man. Which
Bad
song?
Baby. From Bad Baby or
Bad Baby.
Dang. I can't even think of the songs right now.
Maybe High Bitch.
Yes.
CH.
Gucci Flip Flops.
Gucci Flip Flops. Oh, my gosh. I got it.
What are 3 songs, or do we even choose anything afterwards?
What?
Do we actually choose songs?
We have Bet on It.
Gucci Flip Flop.
Yeah.
Bet on It.
Any one more?
And Meg Thee Stallion. Something by her.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cash In. Wow. I love Us.
Amazing.
I can be booked.
So, my last question for you guys is, what are your goals for 2020?
Okay, first of all, 2020 is canceled. She needs to go. Take me back. Take me out. I don't know who pissed her off, but we need to leave now.
Get some soap.
But if all this like calms down and the world doesn't end, to release an album, maybe. I don't even know. In general, what?
New music in general.
New music, yeah, that's a big one. Locking in our first big tour. Like by big, I mean like 300 cap room.
Nice.
Yeah.
And maybe, it's so hard, like, we had our whole year planned out, and then the stuff happened, and it's, like, hard to make plans for the future. Everything is so, like, undecided right now. It's like, when is this going to go back to normal, you know? But, yeah, I think that's, like, the main...
basically, like, new music, a lot of tours, and locking in our first big tour. Doing that.
I feel like there's...
You what?
I feel like there's something we're missing. I don't know. maybe just like really solidifying our team and like having people who are genuinely
Yeah, you know, maybe maybe sign to a big label, or maybe expand our team. I don't even know, because right now labels are trash.
Mm-hmm.
So depends on what you want or what we run into.
I think we can leave it at finding what's best for us.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Perfect. Yeah.
Okay, so my last thing for you guys is, what would you like to tell our listeners and your fans?
Stay home.
I was about to say,
Literally.
please stay inside right now.
People are out here just whatever for no reason. Go back in your house.
Wash your
Please.
hands. Like,
But other than that, this is just like, it's not specific to us, but a general message. If you are a fan of music, take this time to really appreciate live music and shows and concerts and stuff. If you have local bands in your city, go support them when all this blows over. Because obviously it's super important to everyone. It sucks right now that no one can like go to shows anymore. Because it's something that a lot of people look forward to. So yeah, please just go out into the scene and just support.
Yes.
Yeah.